Hi there, my name is Kendrick and welcome to Travel and Live Free. In this video, we're going to talk about country number 9 in my journey to visit every single country in the world, which is Egypt. In this video specifically, we're going to cover my trip to Cairo, which is one of the worst places I've ever visited in my life. With that being said, seeing the Pyramids of Giza was still the highlight of my travel experience to this day. So even though it's one of the most horrible travel experiences I've ever had, it's still also going to Cairo, Egypt still gave me the opportunity to see the Pyramids of Giza. My adventure to Cairo, Egypt starts when we first landed in the airport after flying from Jordan all the way to Egypt. After we cleared immigration, which was not a too bad of a process, we just paid for the visa and then went to the counter, got through immigration. Right after we got out of the gate and we're trying to get a taxi to go to our hotel, we already got scammed, or at least they attempted to scam us already. The first scam that they did was they first tried to charge us a much higher price for a ride to our hotel, and they even pointed at the wrong price. And I saw them pointing at the wrong price because the trip from our hotel was actually supposed to be cheaper. So after we argued with a person trying to scam us, he managed to cave in and gave us the more realistic price. However, he wasn't gonna go along with it if he was gonna get a fair price. So he tried to charge us a little bit of a scam, which is a gate tax that he said, which wasn't real at all. He just made it up. But we paid it because we didn't know at the time that it was a scam until much later on. The car ride to our hotel was quite chaotic as well. You can see flames outside in the streets of Cairo, and at the same time was also adventurous because the driver was playing some crazy Egyptian music. By the time we got to our hotel, we were dead exhausted. We got our sleep. The next day we started our adventure, which is going to the Pyramids of Giza. Okay, so we just reached the Pyramids of Giza. I'm with Karen right here, and there's Eunice. Okay, unfortunately we were abandoned by our sister. She met a guy in Israel, and she's going there right now to meet up with him. Kind of random, but you know, I guess this kind of stuff happens when you travel. So here we go. You know, when you're a kid, you see the pyramids and you know, it looks so good in the pictures, but it's so different when you see it for real. So here it is. I'll get up close and I'll get a better video of it in a second. Okay, so we're right beside the pyramids right now, and I can't believe it. This is like one of those things that you kind of like grow up in and you see in textbooks, and then when you're right here, it's just different. Wow, amazing. So I can't wait to go up right now and check it out.
You want to go inside?
No English.
One photo together.
Toi puci wash pushwa
Photo.
pushwa.
Photo Arapo.
No. Seems like saying no English really helps. After checking out the Pyramids of Giza, we were now going to drive to the place where we can ride camels. We got to the area where the camel ride was located. We bargained with a person that was selling the camel ride, and there is one rule when it comes to bargaining, and that is he or she who cares most will lose. So in that case, we didn't care if we were to go on a camel ride or not, but this guy really cared about money. So he tried to charge us 200 Egyptian pounds per person, but we managed to bargain down to 50 Egyptian pounds, and then we accepted it, and he was really pissed off. But you know what? At the end of the day, we got to go on a camel ride, and sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Camel ride itself was pretty fun. We weren't sure what to expect because we've never ridden a camel before, but it was definitely kind of uneasy to sit on the camel, and it was hard to get used to sitting on the camel as it was walking through the desert. So we just took the camel ride just now, and we managed to, thanks to his help, we managed to bargain down the camel from 200 each to 50 each. So that's how much we got it. And then we got some really epic pictures that my sister got on her cell phone, and we are now on our way to go to the Sphinx. Okay, so we are now on our way to see the Sphinx. got scammed by the time we got to the Sphinx because my sister really wanted to take a photo with the Sphinx, and one guy offered to take the picture for free, and after he took the picture, he lied to us and said it was $1 each. I told my sister not to pay him, but my sister decided to pay him the money anyways. She did try to bargain first, but it was still a scam, so it left a little bit of a bitter taste in our mouth. Checking out the Pyramids of Giza, the next destination for us was the Egyptian Museum. Now we got a little bit lucky because we drove to the Egyptian Museum during a Saturday when it was a religious day off for most people. So the traffic wasn't as bad, and we got a chance to get to the Egyptian Museum much faster than if it was during a regular day. Okay, so I'm now in the Egyptian Museum. It's pretty nice here. They do try to price gouge you because it's 75 Egyptian pounds to get a ticket to come in here, and then there's an additional 50 Egyptian pounds just for you to be able to bring a camera in here. If you don't have enough change, they will not give you change, so that's where they double up on the scam in this place. Otherwise, it's actually pretty neat and very interesting. It's unfortunate that the country is doing really poorly right now and they have to resort to scamming people. You know, on second thought, I also wonder, will they actually try to scam you even if they're doing well? They probably will. I think maybe it's just part of culture. Anyways, you know, the thing I learned about Egypt is you don't take anything personally here. This is just the land of scams and lying, so you just gotta roll with it, I guess. So overall, our trip to Cairo, Egypt was not a very pleasant one, even though the Pyramids of Giza was absolutely breathtaking. I would say that Cairo, Egypt is probably the worst place in the world that I've ever been to. I don't want to go back there again. I know I have to go back there again at some point because I have to connect through there if I want to go to some other travel destinations. But I don't want to go see Cairo ever again because it's such a horrific place. With that being said, my other trip to Egypt, going to Luxor and Aswan, wasn't as bad. Now, it's still Egypt and it's still very scammy, but it's nowhere near as bad as Cairo. So stay tuned for those next few videos. And until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. And also don't forget to sign up to the Travel and Live Free newsletter, where you can get a 10-step cheat sheet on how to travel around the world. You can sign up for that newsletter in the description below. I'll see you next time.